All right, welcome back, my lovelies. We are at it again. We are going to continue our practice of dividing whole numbers with decimal quotients. You're going to see a review of each different strategy that we've learned so far, all in separate little videos today. And I'm going to start off with just our good, standard, old, long division. So I want to divide 15, our dividend, by 4, the divisor, and that's going to equal a number n. So we've made this an equation by putting something here after the equal sign, and we need to know how many are going to go in each equal group. If I have 15 in total, and I'm going to have 4 equal groups. So 15 divided by 4. When we look at this right away, we can tell 4 cannot fit into 1 any times. That is 0. And now we need to ask ourselves, how many times can 4 fit into 15? We know 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 times 4 is 16. We can't go over 15, so we're going to have to go with 3. 4 times 3 is 12, and we're going to subtract, and we will have 3 remaining. 4 cannot fit into 3 any times. So before, you might write, oh, well, this will be 3 remainder 3. But we are not going to do that. We want a more exact answer. Another way that you may have written that would be, well, oh, I know I'm trying to divide 3 by 4. You would do 3 and 3/4 if you were going to write this in fraction form for your remainder. But again, we want to go really specific here. So let's go ahead and find the decimal quotient, our answer with a decimal. So right away I need to create what's an equivalent decimal here. 15 is the same as 15 and 0/10. So now I can move this decimal right up to my answer. Anytime I put a decimal in my dividend, the decimal is going to go in the exact same spot in my quotient. And now I can drop this 0 down and say, how many times can 4 fit into 30? 4 multiplied by is going to get us close to 30. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. All right, I would say 4 multiplied by 7 is 28. That's pretty close. 4 multiplied by 8 is going to be 32, so let's go with 7. 7 multiplied by 4 is 28. Do some subtraction. And we will have 2 left over. 4 cannot fit into 2 any times. So I'm going to go again and say, well, 15 was equal to 15 and 0/10. It's also equal to 15 and 0/100. Exact same value. Now I can drop this 0 down and say, how many times can 4 fit into 20? Well, we know that one is 5 from our multiplication facts. So 5 times 4 equals 20, and we have nothing remaining. Very, very nice. You may be thinking back to that benchmark fraction of 3/4 here, just in case you were thinking about that. We wrote that this could be 3 remainder 3, 3 and 3/4, or 3 and 75/100. These are all the same answer. This is our decimal quotient right here. We wrote it with a decimal. It's equal to these other 2 answers, though. Just keep that in mind. So this is a great review of our long division. Long division specifically refers to when we use this place value to carry down any times that we need more place value to fit a number into. So we couldn't fit 4 into this 3, so we needed to carry down a place value and turn that into 30 for us. Ultimately, we get 3 and 75/100. Real quickly, you guys can always check your work by multiplying your quotient by your divisor. So 3 and 75/100 multiplied by 4. We'll check our work. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 7 is 28 plus 2 is 30. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 3 more is 15. We know know that I have a decimal here, so we need to count our decimal places within both of our factors. I have 1, 2 places here, and none here. Ultimately, my product will have the same as the total number of decimal places places behind the decimal. 1, 2. Oh, come on. That's a decimal. So we checked our work. We're good to go, team. You guys are amazing. And